Everybody, it's Harold Buckeye Outdoors. We're out here at Calvary with Nurse Angie's Reviews and Adventures, and we are going to be doing section 13 of Calvary. This is the very old section on the far north end of the cemetery. And the first guy we run into is this. This is McMurtry. That's quite tall. Beautiful, right? I mean, I'm 5'6" and I come to here on that. Wow. Another rather old section. See what kind of shape this one is in. So I do hope folks are enjoying this, you know, as much. It's been an interesting project trying to film. And again, here we go with the tombstones again, where they're, you know, being covered up. But it's been an interesting little project, you know, just going through and doing all this. And yeah, tell us what you think of it. I know people have been real quiet about what we're doing. I think Calvary is aware that we're doing this. We've had no response from them. Let us know what you think. And we would love to hear from you. So, wife of Thomas Sullivan, 1898, 1907. You know, for something this old, it's remarkably, some just fare better than others. Like this material just really tends to weather. Like I can imagine another 100 years it'll just be a stone with probably no writing on it. Slattery. Woman. I always like these round ones. I've always found these interesting. Mother, father. Some of the ones I found most interesting, I want to say like wife or husband or you know, I sure don't run around calling my wife a wife. I can't tell if that's been, I'm gonna, yeah, you know what, I think it used to go there, so it's kind of a maintenance issue. Yeah, this needs to be put back in its place. These are the kind of things I'm talking about, you know. I'm gonna see another one. So it looks like there's some maintenance issues here, but so what do we have here? We have someone with a smart water bottle that tried to, I have no idea, and I'm not touching it. So I don't know what happened here, but it looks like this guy has been turned over. And again, to me, this is something that should be corrected. Just me. Just my opinion. Some of the stones are being covered up and obscured. And some look great. Alright, Barlow. So again, we're on that far northern edge. On the other side of that fence is Caroline Park, Dayton history. And there's a lot of history over there. Actually filming over there a little while ago. It's just an interesting looking Now, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. But look at some of the weathering in this stone, right? I mean, it's been so very old. I don't know the age of this, but you can kind of see it shifted on its axis a bit. Not sure why. Not sure what caused that. Weiss, Dr. Henry Weiss, 1915. And again, that could, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this, but I'm guessing they're made that way and that one's just kind of buried. I don't know what's going on here, man. Schneider. This is a recent burial. You don't see burials on this side of it very often. Simply because this is a very old section. Joan Adams, 6/7/2019, 91 years old. Part of the Schneider family. I don't know if that's the same Schneider of like Schneider Brick and Block. Smith. I do not know. I cannot tell you. Nash. That thing's probably almost 20 foot tall. Always like these obelisk things there. William, Mary, Anna. And that's some really old school looking tombstones coming up here. A lot of these are, some of these are more recent, 1977, 1904, not exactly recent. Shame. You can see all the damage these things get. I guess some of it may be trees. Unfortunately, some might be vandals. Like these, you see where they were snapped. Wow, those are old. 1884. How many pieces is broken into? Wow. It's a shame they were broken like they were. Looks like they really made an effort to repair them, though. Kind of makes you wonder what broke them. Yeah, there's a car watching us, not sure why. It's kind of interesting. It's got like a little bronze thing there. Haven't seen anything quite like that. This is another one of the tall stones. It's just kind of laid over it. It's not really uncommon to see that. You can see it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. I've seen that around plenty of times before where they're just kind of broken up and multiple pieces, and there's really no saving it at that point. I've seen some where they put metal brackets and put them back together and things like that. So there's a few maintenance problems I see, but This section doesn't look too bad at all, honestly. These are from tree roots. And the maintenance things always kind of get me a little bit, but I can understand it's pretty hard to control that from the cemetery side of things. I could see how they would have problems. I mean, I get it. Now, what's interesting here is I don't know what section I'm in. It looks like part of this is completely devoid of any stones, which really gets my curiosity, because you can see them continuing and stopping, and they continue way down there. Just makes me wonder, give pause to what's going on here, or if those things were sold and never filled. Man, these. I'm not seeing really there's a few notable ones coming up here we'll talk about. Loftus, Stapleton. That is kind of notable. Look at how different that is. I'm going to take a look at that. Really hard to read. So I think we're about done with this section. But again, I'm being watched, so it's an interesting stone. Haven't seen one quite like that before. What's unnerving is when you're in these places and someone will just stop and just stare at you for like 20 minutes. Like they're trying to figure out what you're doing or why you're filming. But they're trying to figure me out. I'm trying to figure out why they're staring at me. It doesn't really bother me. Like I said, it takes a lot to. Takes a little bit more than that to get to me. Just stare all they want. All right, this is kind of recent. Turner, the flowers. Yeah, it's been a neat little section. Like I said, this is an old section. Sorry if I was holding it funny there. I don't want to point the camera at people. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to disturb people when they're out here visiting loved ones. It's the last thing I want to do. I try to keep this as discreet as I can because of that. Because you never know, right? I don't want anybody to get upset or anything. It looks like my watcher has left. So, athletes, Eddie Brink, Motorcycle Hall of Fame. He died in a race in 27. He was 29. He looks... Does he not look older than 29? Sorry, but he... could pause that and read it. Brink. Mary Minnie Altoff, public librarian. She saved the library's collection from the flood of 1913. in a little bit more, and I think we're through the section. Yeah, not been a bad little section, a bit long, 15 minutes in, but you know, some of these sections are going to be big. This is how they are. This is a nice one. Wow. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. Look at that. So, wow. So literally the casket would be right here. Holy cow, it's just literally grown up. How does that work? I mean, wow. That's just trying to wrap my head around that a bit, right? So remains are like 6 foot down. Wow. That is something. I've never seen that before. Yeah, I mean, what do you do, right? Wow. That's a new one. This guy's got a little erosion issue. But time, you know, time causes erosion, so. Time erodes everything. Schimmel Brothers Brewers. Oh, he looked like he was a fun one. J&M Schimmel Brewery in the corner of Wayne Avenue and Hickory. Reputed to have brewed the first lager beer, now the most popular style beer in America. Came east from a cousin in Boston. 1,200 barrels of beer. It caught fire. Wow. As a former bartender, salute you, sir. This has been a neat little section. A few little issues I noticed with stones, but oh man, this is a shame. Look at this. Oh. Been sitting there so long, it's literally sunk into the ground. This section is huge, so sorry about the rather long video, but it's kind of hard to avoid that at this point. That's beautiful. Look at that. Cahill, Cahill, Zitter, Zingle. I think this is one of the ginkgo trees. I'm not sure if that's a ginkgo tree or not. But you can see how low, that's eye level. So we gotta push our way through it. Whenever I see old glass, that always gets my attention. Another stone that's been kind of toppled, I think. The hill right now, this is getting pretty steep actually. This hill really kicks down. We're kind of an aggressive pitch. This is beautiful. And there's more stones that have knocked off. So yeah, some more maintenance issues. No one's addressed that. They could be put right back up there. Whether they would stay or not, I don't know. I mean, it's on a hill, right? And that's the question. I mean, how much maintenance do you put into that? I don't have the answer. I don't know. I really don't know. Again, all these tops have been snapped off these things, and I don't know. I don't know why they're like that. Wow, this is immense. It's a really large section, so I'm kind of getting to the big boy stuff here. The other one is just broken off. That's interesting, geometrically done. And we have another brewer, Kramer Brewers, from Germany. Another brewer. You could pause and read that if you want. I'm 21 minutes in, so I kind of have to move a little bit. Let's split the video up into sections. Oh, what a shame. This thing's coming apart. And I think the idea, and I have to fix my shoes, but hopefully when you're buried, your stone lasts forever. That is certainly not the case. It may not last forever, and sometimes it may just be buried. Looks like a piece of copper wire coming out of that. It's strange. Yeah, what a section this has been. Wow. Eye-opening. Beautiful section. It's a beautiful place. So much history, you know. It really is. This is going to be probably one of the longest videos that we have for this place now. Really no way around that, though. Alright, so we have Clement, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, Dayton Stencil Works. That would be this gentleman right there. Yeah, this is a nice section. Boy, it's old. Let's get up on this hill a little bit because we're still in our section. Again, another one that's toppled over. St. Bernard. Look at this. I like this. Wow. August Nehrick. Alright, so we're nearly done. We got this little wedge left. And then we are done here. Yeah, we might go 30 minutes. The longest to date. Couldn't help that this time. That's just the way it works. Totally fine. Oh no. No. That one. Yeah. Looks like the cross may have broken off the top. So my advice to you, get a tombstone like that. Do whatever you want. It's your tombstone. But if you're looking for longevity, get something sturdy. You know, these sections with the trees, I don't know, there's something about them. How that one tree had completely grown around the stone. And, you know, I think there's something to be said about nature always prevails. No matter what kind of monument we stand for ourselves, nature can always prove her point. And nature will always do what she pleases. Case in point. If it's a veteran here, always have to pay our respects to our veterans. A lot of walnuts on a steep hill, that's never a good thing. U.S. Navy. Yeah, walnuts and hills are another tombstone completely knocked over. Look at that. So again, my question is, you know, is it the cemetery? What is, you know, what's going on here? Why aren't these things being addressed? I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I just don't. Really don't know. But this is a beautiful section. Like I said, we're in a really old part of this place right now, and oh, it's just absolutely beautiful up here. Yeah. So we are about done with this section. I think we are done trying to establish where I'm at here. Yeah, I think we're done here. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell us what you think about this video series. I do hope you enjoyed it. I do hope you guys get something out of these. There's a bit of work that goes into them. These places are not small, and there's a lot to cover. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.